10 years ago before I got married, and I grew up in this church and met John when I was 13 years old when he first arrived here, and I got no guidance in what to say. They just said, say something. So I was thinking back over the time that I spent in youth group and just thought about how much what you have done has just been a gift to us. And the first gift I thought of was just your being a friend and your friendship, John, and how you were always available to us. You were always interested in us. You always loved us. And you, I thought back of how excited I would get in the cafeteria at Mines High School, and in would walk John Baldwin, and I just was like, okay, the coolest person in my life just walked into the room at Mines High School, you know, and just being like, ah! And just how exciting and meaningful that was to me, you know, as a really self-conscious and selfish 14-year-old. And besides being a friend, you really cared about our friendships and helping us to build relationships. And you were always, you know, wanting us to just not just be friends with each other, but to be good friends and friends that were loving and didn't just, we weren't just friends with the people we liked. We needed to be friends with everyone, and how there were times when we were being really ugly to each other and you would let us have it. And you were there, you know, you didn't just let us pick on each other. You were there and saying, get over yourselves, you know, this is not how Christians act, and that you helped us build relationships with each other that 15 years later, I'm still like, these are my friends. These are my friends. And I see some of them for the first time in 15 years, and I'm like, you're my friend, you know, and it's still that valuable to me. And every relationship I approach now is just, I'm there. I'm committed to you as a friend. I love you, and I'm going to forgive you. And I know that a lot of it came from the example that you were in my life. And another gift that I thought of was just making church fun for us. That when I met you, I just finished helping out for a week of VBS, and I was pretty much thinking, I'm done with youth group. I don't want to come anymore. I'm like, I had a really lame assignment for VBS helping out, and I was like, I don't even want to do this anymore, you know, because when you're in VBS, you're like, someday I'll be a cool teen helper, and then it was like, this sucked. And I'm going to do youth group, and there was a soccer season where I had soccer practice on Sunday night, and that was my last soccer season, because it was like, no, this is the fun thing, this is the important thing I do all week long. And I've taken that with me. I want my kids to always think of church as being a place I get to go, not a place I have to go. And I think that that's been just a gift to all of us, that I would say most people in this room look forward to being in church, and so much that has to do with you, John, and how you've made this something fun, something we get to do, and just how we look back, I'm sure all of the alumni, we look back and we're like, this was a fun, important time in my life. You know, there were difficult times, there were things that were hard, but boy, did I sure have lots and lots of fun. And the last gift I was thinking of was just purpose, and how so many of us when we're in high school, we want to have a purpose. We want to, you know, have our life mean something, and at the same time, we're completely self-obsessed. And you gave us the opportunity to do mission trips. You had us go collect canned food. You had us inviting our friends to church. You gave purpose to a lot of us, and a lot of us opportunities really to figure out what are my spiritual gifts and how do I even get to use them? And being able to serve in youth leadership is something that helps me, that I've been able to take with me. That besides being a mommy, my other thing that I do is I'm a coordinator of the moms group, which is basically like youth group for mommies. And instead of like blowing up things on our heads, we do care and we can think of things that, you know, this is how I am, and it's because John Baldwin was there, and he cared about me, and he taught me something that I have to share with everyone else. And so I want to say thank you, and I want to thank God for you, that you have blessed me